Okay, so you mean like if I was dating a 25-year-old, how would I relate
and their
to them?
experiences, like say they haven't really been through a big loss. How can you like help that person through
but
life too?
Whoever
if you've
said that I'm
never-
desirous of dating a partner who's had losses in their
No, I
life?
said experiences like baggage and trauma.
Wait, but I just told
type
you I
stuff.
don't like that. So wouldn't it like?
I said, how can you not like? No, I said, how can you not? If
How
you're
can I not what?
if you're gonna date someone who's around 25 and hasn't been through stuff like that, how can you like
Be with them.
be
is
a
what you
partner
mean?
with that person if they've never like they can't help and
does that-
guide
what-
you
I'm-
as well?
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because
I'm
she's
asking a
saying that
question.
like the life experience isn't on the same like level, like they haven't been through the same. So she's
So
wondering,
you just want someone who's like not gonna
if
Not
you
gonna what?
will be able to connect or something.
just like
gonna
help be a partner through life. Like
What
that doesn't
what does the baggage have to do with somebody's capacity to be a partner?
like I
think
said,
that's what
like
she's
we were talking about like
I think I know what she's asking.
we were talking about like you're
Like, what do I
say
have-
you lose someone
What do I have in common
in your life, right?
Yeah.
If you've never lost someone at 25, then how can you be a partner, be like the best partner for that person?
How would the 25-year-old be a good
Yeah.
partner for the other?
She might
Yeah.
not.
Compassion.
You learn as you go.
Yeah.
You learn as you go. You get tried in the fire, and then that's where somebody's character is going to show, because you don't build character in bad times. Bad times is when your character actually shows, the character you already have.
This is actually an interesting thought. So, I've had this experience with nurses actually, and so there's this idea that nurses tend to be more empathetic, but nurses have very stressful jobs, and they're actually frequently around severe illness, death, and that what I've actually found, having dated a couple nurses, it's not clear to me if they're more empathetic than their counterparts who are not in the healthcare field.
What do you mean?
Nurse over there.
Yeah.
Well, it's like it almost, you can almost say that somebody who's around that stuff all the time, it actually starts to diminish.
They get
I can see
desensitized.
people getting desensitized.
I could understand that, but maybe it's because they understand that part on a different level, and they're already in that like type of wisdom.
But
So they
okay,
already
do you think-
understand that.
Like, do you think if there's a girl who's otherwise great personality, attractive, but she hasn't been to a funeral, that I'm like, fuck that bitch. I'm not going to talk. Like, really? Is that?
No, I don't mean it like that. I
But you're
mean,
like, oh, well, she hasn't gone through this, so like, why would you date her?
no, I was
don't
asking you a
care.
question generally, like,
What was the?
like,
She was asking may I?
yeah.
She was asking, how is that younger person with fewer life experiences going to be a good partner to the older person? How are they going to know how to support that person in these life situations? But I mean, I really think that it'll just come naturally to what your character is. It's going to come out. Like, that's one thing that you're pretty much guaranteed, is you'll have plenty of opportunities to practice.
I mean, but
I
what?
guess so, but I feel like you have to go through things to know where you're gonna be. Like, you kind of
I don't
have to.
know.
You can't just like. That's kind of like experiencing life. You're gonna know more than just reading a book about it. You got to go and do it.
Well, I don't
Well,
know.
I actually, if I'm dating
Yeah.
dating a girl, I actually want to protect her from as many things as possible that could potentially
Hurt her.
hurt her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want, like, frankly, a lot of women in the entertainment industry, for example, like, the entertainment industry, super cutthroat, super toxic, a lot of, like, weird people, both men and women. And what I found in terms of, like, women in the entertainment industry, which is actually why I've never dated, like, a content creator or anything. Like, I date, quote unquote, normal girls. When you, like, for example, a lawyer, for example, if a woman's an attorney, she typically becomes less of what men are typically attracted to. Because to be a lawyer, you have to be disagreeable, and you become well practiced in argumentation. And I don't want to argue with a girl, and expanding beyond just a lawyer. Like, businesswomen, you business, the corporate world, super cutthroat. And so you tend to become a bit more masculine. And so I guess my hope would be to, protect my girlfriend, my woman from like those sorts of experiences.
But then how, like,
That was a bunch of word salad. Sorry, guys. Go
I
ahead.
know what you mean, but
I know
like,
that was word salad on my part.
Oh, what a nice response.
okay, so if,
Like I want to make enough money so my girl doesn't have to work.
See, that's like, that was
so,
kind of sweet.
but what is the reason for like, why wouldn't you want someone to have like their own stance on something? Like, why would you want someone not to be argumentative? Like, what is
Because
that?
a lot of men, and especially with my work, so my work's very challenging. I'm not even just talking about the podcast. Most of the stress related to this show is actually stuff that goes on behind the scenes. Andrew can actually attest to this. Recently, we're not going to talk about it, but there's always bogus nonsense going on behind the scenes. Andrew, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, just like major headache stuff. And so I'm already out in the world trying to combat with the world through my career, through my job. I don't want to have to contend with my partner. I want my partner to be peace, to
Right.
bring me
Yeah.
peace. And actually, like, I don't want to like get into debates and argue with girls, even though it's kind of like what I do on this podcast. If I'm dating somebody, I'm not arguing. I just want it to be chill. I don't like to argue any of that